Hello, welcome to today's webinar on the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program application process. In this series, we break down requirements included in the process that applicants must complete to be considered to receive BEAD funding through the Virginia Office of Broadband. My name is Hayden Grimm, and I'll be your host for today's session on demonstrating compliance with BEAD's cybersecurity and supply chain risk management requirements. This information is required by the BEAD Notice of Funding Opportunity that was issued by the National Telecommunications and Information Administration, or NTIA. The NTIA's requirements have been adopted by the Virginia Office of Broadband in their initial proposal, Volume 2, on page 56 through 57. Let's begin by looking into the basics of this requirement. The goal of this application section is to ensure that applicants have established both cybersecurity and supply chain risk management plans, which are the key to effectively identifying and managing cybersecurity and third-party risks. Applicants will be asked to provide documentation to the Office of Broadband that demonstrate that both the cybersecurity and supply chain risk management plans have been established. Applicants seeking to deploy network facilities must provide all of the required information in their application. Applicants are encouraged to direct any questions to the Office of Broadband during the application process. Applications that fail to meet the minimum qualifications for cybersecurity and supply chain risk management will not be considered to receive BEAD funding. Now, let's dive into the specific information that applicants must provide to comply with this section's requirements. Applicants must submit both cybersecurity and supply chain risk management plans for the Office of Broadband to review. Requirements for the plans include the following. The Cybersecurity Risk Management Plan must align to the latest version of the National Institute of Standard and Technology, or NIST, cybersecurity framework, as well as meet the standards set forth in Executive Order 14028. The Supply Chain Risk Management Plan must be based on key practices outlined in NIST 8276, as well as relative supply chain risk management guidance from NIST 800-161. Both plans must also be operationalized or ready to be operationalized, and both plans must be reevaluated at defined intervals and submitted to the Office of Broadband for review. The Office of Broadband has posted example templates and guides that applicants may reference when developing their plans. In summary, the Virginia Office of Broadband has posted its initial proposal, Volume 2, which adopts the NTIA's requirements for how applicants must demonstrate that cybersecurity and supply chain risk management plans have been established. The applicant must include the aforementioned information in their application. Once submitted, the Office of Broadband will review the application and may contact the applicant for any clarification or to request additional information. From there, they will determine whether the application warrants the award of BEAD funding. If you have any questions related to these requirements, please see page 70 through 71 of the BEAD NOFO and page 56 through 57 of Virginia's initial proposal, Volume 2. Thank you for your time. This concludes today's webinar.